Hey Scorpios, MJ here. I'm your Atlas to Love, Light, and Life. We are coming on into the new year 2022. It's going to be amazing. So I decided to pull some cards for Scorpio signs. This can be your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign. Just to see what you guys have coming in love, light, and life. Because I'm MJ, your Atlas to Love, Light, and Life. Go down in the description and read a little bit about me. Follow me on all of my social media sites. Email me for a personalized reading. And if you would like to pay it forward, because it will be returned to you. But of course, all of my pay information is listed down below. Let us begin. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm going to begin this reading with the Rose card. Okay, the Rose. I was trying to think of the Shakespeare quote there, like a rose by any other name. Like, wouldn't smell so sweet or something like that? I need you to take a deep breath and make a wish. Shuffle the cards back here. And I'm going to tell you if whatever it is that you're wishing for deep within your soul is coming for you in 2022. Let's go. Yes, 26. It's an even number. Whatever it is you're wishing for, it's coming in the year 2022 for you. That's excellent. What a great way to start off the reading. Now, I'm going to move along and do a Celtic cross spread with the standard deck. Let's see what we get for you. This reading is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest for the others. Because this is a sun, moon, and rising reading. And the way I like to look at that is the sun sign is that divine masculine within the soul. The moon sign is the divine feminine within the soul. And of course, in the twin flame connections, there's two people, and each person has a divine masculine and a divine feminine within their soul. But it's one soul. So I like to look at the rising signs as what we need to look at now to address in order to maintain the balance and the stability, the alignment and union in the physical. So make sure you check out your other signs also. Well, by golly, card number 1, the sun sign, or sorry, is the sun. The sun represents the masculine. So your man is coming in. I'm feeling I'm an intuitive reader. I have guides and my team with me, giving me clues how to interpret these messages. And it's like a march of glory. I'm sensing celebrating together. And this could happen in the summer months, mostly. What we have coming in as an obstacle is that pressure. That is the 1111 card. So your person wants to be with you and they know it. But when you put a pressure on it, and it's not so much with words, it's that energy with the wands, the feeling of, as an obstacle. For one thing, they know that they're coming home to you at some point, if they're not with you already. But it's like Why do I feel such strong feelings? That 1111 twin flame card for this one specific person. So they come in like the sun, they shine bright. And then the obstacle is that there is no, you're not ever not going to be your twin flame's twin flame. And so once they start to realize these special things about the connection, they may want to dip out from time to time, but let's look into that. The Scorpio sign, sun, moon, or rising that's watching this reading, what are the desires, ambitions, aspirations? Another upright card, and it's the Nine of Pentacles. So you also do not want that pressure. You're going to do good. You're going to be happy no matter what, whether you have your person or not. You're working really hard in your life. You've got everything under control. And I just feel you living it up. It's not really going to matter what other people's actions are for you. You have everything that you need, and you're going to build more. You're going to enjoy your time alone and show it off. And by showing it off, that's going to pull your person in. Let's see what for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising we get in the spot for resources. Another upright card. Taking that higher road. I feel adventure here with these wands. That's a lot of wands in this reading. And they add up to 11 so far. That energy, that is your soul. It is your spirit. And what I'm feeling here is there will be many times where throughout this year, you're like, I'm just going to take off. I'm going to go do all these cool things, right? You're not going to get drawn into fights or anything like that. And these can be fights with yourself too. So it's very positive, good feelings I'm sensing here. There's going to be a lot of people in your life that you know truly love you and want to make you happy. And just knowing that you have all of that, it's really going to make you shine. This 2022 is going to be a magnificent year. Let's look into the past. Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. Wow, that came right out. I'm a little surprised, another upright card. And this one is you did the work. This one often refers to like acupuncture or even chakra work and all of these divine lessons that like maybe in years before 2021 you were avoiding certain facts, certain information, or trying to direct and guide and control things. You did the work and you let some of that stuff go. And I just get this huge feeling that you are rocking your life right now. So many things. Okay, so like I look at like all the different astrological signs, and this is specific to like a Facebook group. And all of the Scorpios will post this stuff or like memes about how they're just miserable and stuff like that. And I really don't see that. I think that you worked through some of that stuff in the past year. And you're going to really just, I keep saying it, but like shine this year. You're not going to let stuff get to you or bother you. I ain't doing that again. So what do we have for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising signs for the future card in this Celtic cross style reading? Okay. What? Another one. Okay, another upright card. And this one's the Four of Cups. So many people look at this card as like settling. I don't see it that way. This is cups. This is relationships. This is feelings. It's the heart. You're not going to let things bother your heart. You might say, oh, well, this is what I wanted instead. But you're going to take what's given to you and you're going to love freely. And you're not going to let those other things bother you that you felt like you needed in 2022. You're going to be happy. You're going to work with what you have and find a way to make that like the best that it can be. Let's look at your attitude in 2021. You are the giver, but you're also the taker. So I feel like you are very giving individuals, and there will be times when you are giving to others. But I think that you are very picky about and choosy about who you will help, because you're helping people that can see the vulnerabilities within you too. People that balance you out. I get a sense here that sometimes the people in your own specific life don't pick up on what you need or what your needs are. It feels here like you've found more than one option. And so let's say one isn't giving or receiving. The other one is all ears. They're open to you and they will be there for you. And that's just the best feeling ever. In life, when we don't give, we get lonely. But we also feel lonely if we don't receive things. And in one of my decks, it's a really cool interpretation of this. When you look at the way, the meaning of this card, it's almost like the person that's giving is dressed, not even, at least like on this other card that I'm not allowed to share, or I would totally share the picture. The beggars that are receiving the money from the person who's giving, they have on this like really fancy, awesome clothing. And then the person who's actually handing out money to them, they're like in rags or almost even like naked underneath there. So they're choosing what they want to give, even in times of their own need. So that's what I'm picking up on with this card, because it's such a twofold card. It's both. And I would say for any of you, Scorpio, Sun, Moons, or Rising, to just keep that in mind. You know, there will be times when you can help others, and you've really earned that right. But make sure you choose wisely who you do help. Choose someone who's going to be there for you when you need them back, because they'll give you everything that they have. So keep that mind frame. The attitude cards are kind of like our personal self-talk, our own dialogue. So let's look at the outside. Can be the world around you. It can be your person. How are you getting so many upright cards? Another upright card. And this is a Lover's card. So if your person, I'm feeling maybe they've been through something traumatic, even something that touched their heart, something that made them realize how very special you are to them, and you're not just like other people. This is guided. I always like to think with this card by the angels, the healing archangel even. And so when we're in a place of healing, many times we try and close our heart off, but we can only give it to certain people. I think that you're going to find people in your life, and I most definitely think that your person has found out how much you truly matter to them and how much that they need you. And I think that they want to make the type of arrangement or agreement where you'll always be there for them when they need you, and you'll be glad to return that. Also, those two hearts are meeting, and if you were trying to force this before and it wasn't working out and you were getting mad, it's like now they're the ones who come in and say that and need that. We don't have to use words, because words, you know, can they can hurt us, right? But take actions instead. Pay attention to what they're actually doing, and not what their subconscious mind or their thinking mind is telling them what to say. Pay attention to their feelings. And I feel like many Scorpio, Sun, Moons, and Risings that are watching this, you know how to read your person and other people like nobody else can. Let's look at hopes and fears. Okay, guides for Sun, Moon, Rising, Scorpio. You know what you want to manifest. It's something you've wanted to manifest for a very long time. The feeling I'm getting here, and the word is, it's already yours. 369 Tesla stuff comes to mind. Go ahead and make plans for it. Because just keep your eye on that prize. You're going to get messages that are just you're going to melt. You're going to be tickly, giggly, happy, and like, know that it's yours. That's the main thing I'm hearing, is know that it's yours. So don't be afraid of it. Don't send confusing signs to the universe. This hopes and fears spot. Picture it. Know that it's already yours and it's coming your way. And you can have anything you want in love, light, and life this upcoming year. And if you're watching this early, something really stands out to me about like New Year's Eve. So maybe I'll ask about that in the next pull of cards. Okay, looking into what the progression is, where this is heading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising. Wow, these are coming right out. Whatever information it is that you wanted to hear, you are going to hear it. You're going to feel like a king or a queen. And it's all going to make sense to you. It's happening in just the exact perfect universal timing. Oh, how weird. And I was just saying, like that New Year's Eve, moving into the new year, that first of the year. This is the card number 1. It's new beginnings. And it looks like they're parting in a way on the top of the card with that crumb, which many people will be. And, you know, the hens coming out of the clouds, so flying high, but not like drugs or anything like that necessarily. I just mean energetically above, you know, that cloud 9, up in the clouds, right? There's another card. It just makes me think of like a silly giddy little dance. Whatever it was that you were wishing for, this could be in regards to that. It's coming soon for you. Whenever you're watching this video, you are meant to hear this now. It's all going to make perfect sense and just the right timing. Everything had to happen the way that it had to happen so you can get what you want, what you need, what you deserve. It's almost like somebody's going to meet you that wasn't willing to meet you before, or something along those lines. Okay. The cards. Next, we'll do 4. This was the standard Rider-Waite deck. And the next deck is the Sun and the Moon Tarot. And here I like to look at the colors on the cards a lot for their elemental kind of poles. And I like to see what we find out there, what messages we can get. And a lot of times it'll highlight a specific chakra. So as we are moving on in our lives into the next year, what can we expect? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. This deck does not use reversals. Okay, Princess of Cups is like the Page of Cups. This is sparks of new love. It's from the heart. It's those cleansing, healing waters, that dolphin. This is third eye stuff, psychic stuff here. Look at the moon on that card and watch for the moon to be in that cycle every month of this year for you. It's going to be that's going to be your prime time when you're going to get all of the feelings that you desire, that you work for, that you have longed for so very long. And here, this is the King of Pentacles. Something about this card. It's somebody who's very proud of themselves. But when I was reading the cards before, I had picked up on a feeling of like almost if you were in a situation where you're like your person's in the picture, you know, they're really going to own it up in this year, and you don't say men, but take good care of you. But I feel like there's more than one, in a way. Somebody else is a good time too, but that just makes you laugh or giddy. This is in the colors of, I'm picking up mostly on the yellow in the card, so make sure to do your, you know, solar plexus type meditations. And I get this just sense of like free flowing, and you'll get to spend time with people where you don't have to, you can just be yourself. And you could almost, like, if you're female, I have to explain it the way I feel it. Like, I'm not gonna put a bra on today, right? Like, put a little sundress on or something like that, and they will just think that you're absolutely beautiful that way too. 2 more cards here. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yeah, be free. Be yourself. You know, that's when we flow the most, when we're not demanding situations. So here we have the Truce card, and in this deck, you don't necessarily have to focus on the words, but there will be times when your, you know, fire kind of gets it going. And in the past, you would have told somebody off, but now I think you're going to be able to ignore it. Jeez, you know, maybe even like shut off your social media for a minute or something, and it won't even bother you. You won't have to put people in their place, and you'll take that time for yourself. That's what this main meaning of this card is. I'm just going to go within, you know, I'm just going to process these thoughts on my own and not let other new information from the internet or messages or anything like that. It can't touch me. It can't hurt me. I am in control of the information and how I perceive it. So here, another card in the clouds. I really like that there's 2 clouds. There's one specific person that's really important to you, and it's almost like they're not going to try and hurt you in the past, or like they're not trying to get away with anything, and it's going to be like, I don't have to worry about that anymore. So let's look at one card for what's going to help you achieve this specific like mindset, and that's the throat chakra. I would completely advise journaling, and even making your own videos and things like that, getting your voice out to others and not putting the focus in one area, and almost like not expecting anything in return, but you have to share your thoughts, your voice. Okay? Oh my. Okay, so what's going to help you is, yes, like I was saying, there's this big, bright, giant light within you, and you know your worth. You've had many lifetimes, and you have to like look at it like that. If I was experiencing any of the stuff that I'm experiencing in this lifetime and any of my other lifetimes, would I be proud of myself for the way that I'm reacting or acting? This here also, go be alone. Write it out. If that's not for you, or even drawing or anything like that, I'm feeling like find the one or the ones who can hear your voice. First and foremost, do it for yourself, but spend a lot of time with those who really get you and can relate to you, because when you are able to do that and be sure of who you are, you're resonating the right frequency out into the universe, and you can have anyone and anything at all that you want. There's a focus here. It seems, in a sense, I'm mainly looking at the top 2 cards here, a focus on family as a means to know your self-worth, and then sharing who you are, who that is, with others who can hear you, and not worrying about the people who can't. They can't hurt you, you know, and sometimes they can't even help you, just because they might say things that are like, what the heck did you just say? I can't even understand that, but I don't even really care because I'm super happy anyways. Okay, everything's going to feel good. You're going to have all your needs met. Everything's going to be okay. You're going to have lots of people to care for. All right, I have to look at my decks because you can't, broadcast all of them. So we'll go here and put down a little time frame of what we can expect in this next year for Scorpio, sun, moons, and rising signs. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is exactly the same core that we got for the, and this is the Tattoo Tarot, by the way, deck. Okay. You got the Sun card also for the core issue in the Celtic cross reading. This is your year to shine. And your person's going to shine too. There's 3 of those flowers on the card. So if you have children, or, you could even use like that. One of them could be your friends group. Everybody's going to love what you have to share with the world this year. Let's see where we felt, what we felt like in the past. And here we felt like everything wasn't okay with a reverse 10 of Cups. And maybe I didn't have the exact family or the exact domestic bliss that this card insinuates because it's in reverse that I thought that I needed or wanting. Maybe you're finding out that you can have that eternal bliss and happiness anyways. Okay. So this is the 9 of Swords. Also in the past, this was the actions. And so this card's usually about things keeping you up at night, things bothering you, even if you don't want to let them bother you. As a past action there, I would say that. And I've been picking up on this the whole reading too. You're not going to let certain information bother you. It doesn't even matter because you still shine bright. You're still the one, right? Let's look at the current advice from the universe. We have the 4 of Wands card. 4 of Wands is that 11-11 card. Interesting because that had come up as an obstacle. It's never gone away. That's always your person. And you can, operate energetically. Wait, I will show you. Look at those pretty flowers. But we've got divine feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, divine masculine. So the whole soul is being incorporated right now in the universe. And the advice is to celebrate yourself and celebrate them. Love anyways, no matter what. And that's when you shine. But this card insinuates some stability coming in, a celebration, a homecoming of sorts. So if you're the one who's been creating any of the separation, go home, come home. And if they are, and that would just mean that they're there, they're a steady part of your life. And I wouldn't push it too much at this point in time, right now. Just be really happy and grateful for what you do have, because it's going to last for a little while. Let's look at the, it's like a future attitude. Okay, the Chariot card. This is upright. So this card means, this is a fun one. I'm thinking of like the car. I know that sounds silly. I'm thinking of traveling. Let's do this thing kind of feeling. All right, sure, why not? Let's go for it. That's how you're going to feel in the future. And you might try some things that you didn't think that you would try before. People are going to be really proud and like enjoy spending time with you and loving you. And energetically, it's like high vibing with that card. Let's get it done. Okay. Then, oh my gosh, this is really good, actually. So where does this heading into the future is a reversed 3 of Hearts. This card shows me there's no third parties that are going to get in the way of that flame. They're on the card. Both people are going to be, look at the flowers. They're blooming perfectly. And I feel like you don't need all of your love from, or all of the way that you feel from your heart from that one person in this upcoming year. It's more of a feeling like you have several different people or places that you can go to if your heart was hurting, to stop the heartbreak. You have people you can talk to about anything, and they'll listen and they'll hear, and you're not going to be going through this year feeling that pang, those pangs of pain, you know? This is a very beautiful and wonderful card in reverse. It's the Three of Swords. So this year, your heart's not going to hurt. Okay, the last spot here is the future advice from the universe, and we get the Four of Cups again. The Four of Cups is that card of accepting what it is that makes you feel good and going with it, and not boo-hooing about not having other certain things that you thought with your mind versus your heart would work. You can focus here with this card and choose how you feel. So that's the advice for the future. And I like to look at numbers. I'm a numbers type of girl. There's something special coming for you in April. In your current spot, we were like given the number 4. It was to call out, to like highlight, to heads up to us to be watching for that number 4. And that's because the future card, I just think you're going to be really happy. Like so happy that you cry even for whatever happens and whatever you find out in April. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is perfect. I'm going with this. It's exactly what it's going to work. It's going to make it all fall together for you and into place. Here we go. Okay. Let's look at some elemental stuff here. We have, this is what you need to say. I will adapt to anything that changes. I'm not going to let anything break me or make me not feel strong and secure. That's all about your attitude. That's what you need to say. Maybe it's to your person, because that's a 2. Okay, what we have in the spot for fire is water. Celebrate. Just find a way to be happy. So if anybody's crying, you know how to make them feel better. Okay, in the spot for water, then we're gonna get the reverse devil card. So there's this bondage associated, with this card, feeling tied down or stuck to certain situations. For some of you, maybe not for everybody, a change of a work environment, and especially a change of just your personal environment and just getting out of those familiar places is going to make you feel free and not, tied down so much. Get out to nature. And you're going to really pay attention to your self-thought. Your self-talk, I guess is what I was trying to say. For the next spot is the element of earth. Don't hang around for other people. I feel this was something that was coming up a little bit earlier on too. And sorry that the coffee stain on my card. We had kittens this spring, and on this deck they poured an entire glass of coffee on the table. I did not try and let them in my room. I even made a little lock on this door because there's no lock on this door. They got in here in the fraction of a second. 2 or 3 of these little kittens and knocked over my glass of coffee on the table next to the cards. All right. Okay, so don't hang around. You have enough resources to find people that will make you super happy, and I think you're going to utilize this because this is the spot of reality. It's the spot of earth and manifestation. And so like maybe even saying, hey, I'm not hanging around, will be the thing that'll make someone hang around too. And let's look at the spirit, the source, the light soul card here in the middle. Okay, the 4 of Pentacles is a card where we feel like we have to stick with certain financial obligations, or like I always had just been thinking of a job. I can't leave this job. I can't make any rash moves or changes right now because I don't want to lose what I've built. This card is in reverse. Take a chance. Take the chances. I feel like whatever it is that you choose, if it's a new position or to invest in something, and that would be so different for everybody. So that's why it's kind of hard to do the readings on YouTube and put them in as general reading. But it's like, take a chance on somebody, take a chance on something, do something that you normally would not do, because it's going to feel very rewarding for you with the Four of Pentacles. So most of the time we in life are really careful not to do anything drastic, but that feels like do some drastic things. You're going to have a pretty exciting year, and you're not going to lose anything that you're worried about losing, is what that card says. The push from the universe is this King of Cups. They're pushing for your person. Another copied card. Sorry about that. But the kittens were super cute. So I can't get rid of the deck because I think of them when I see that. If the universe is pushing for somebody to pour their heart out to you and tell you how wonderful you are, and only you, while you're watching this, know who it is that you would like to do so. You might, in another sense, you might get an overwhelming amount of love from others that, like, it just, you don't even know how to take it at times, because so many people are pouring their heart out to you, with this being the King. Okay, so that's what the push is, for you to feel the love, because you've been giving so much of it out yourself. And the Four of Wands upright, that's another Twin Flames card, another 1111 card. So sorry, I always say so a lot. Okay. The most important part of this card in this deck is that pomegranate there. That's fertility. That's growth of the relationship. That can mean pregnancies and things like that. And it's like the numbers sign for... I even colored the pomegranate with my own crayon. It was actually a big pen, but I just think this is the year of the flames, and I see 2 of those plants on there. It's like 2022. Look for the 222s, and as I had said before, be watching for the number 4. This is a heads up that your person's coming in, and I'm not even joking. I swear by this information. When you see multiples of 4, you could almost snap your finger or like do a little, what do? They like do something silly with their nose, like the little genies or something from some movie before, and like they snap their fingers and it's like they did a trick and their person's in. What I feel like your person, or that you're going to experience in this year, this one also came upright, and it's sitting over here on my lap. Somebody's going to tell you that they're ready to go. They're going to like hatch from that cocoon. The butterfly is they're ready to fly. They're growing wings that they didn't know that they had before. And they're going to be able to actually express that stuff, to let it out, to free themselves. And you get to be a beautiful part of that. One more card here. Okay, yep. People are going to come to you when their heart hurts, and you're going to know just the right information to say to them. Healing words of wisdom. You'll know and understand like nobody else can. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you so much for watching my video. This is going to be a super exciting year for you. I sense travel. I sense a lot of love. I sense not a lot of BS, not a lot of heartache. So that's like really great steps. It would be so much like in the progression of a human, or the evolution of a soul. This is the kind of stuff we're looking for when we pull tarot cards. These are the best lessons, the best things to be looking forward to. Here's a message from your person. You are my world. It's always been you. Even before I met you. And I know this now. It will always be you. So this is from the soul to the soul. All right, peace, love, and namaste. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on all of my social media sites. Email for a personalized reading, or message me any way that you see fit. Instant Messenger, IG, TikTok, Twitter. Any other ways is fine with me. I have an Etsy shop also. I love Scorpios. I have my Scorpio tattoo. And it's my favorite tattoo. It's the most detailed of all of them that I have. When I got that tattoo, I wasn't exactly sure why I wanted to get it. But now I know. Because I love Scorpio signs. You guys are the best. Stay grateful, stay thankful, and we will all be blessed collectively. Don't forget to watch in the upcoming weeks to see, I'll try and get them all on this week if I can, when your moon, sun, moon, and rising. Watch all three. And if you know your persons, watch all three of theirs also. I would highly recommend that to see what similarities and synchronistic numbers and things come up in the cards. It's gonna let us know how to live this next year to the fullest. See you next time. Namaste.